Good morning, everyone. We're in downtown Hukou in Shin Heung County, Taiwan. I've got my oh, this thing's all messed up. Got my Japanese super dry jacket on. Yeah, and because it's kind of a well, it was an overcast day. Let me show you where we're at. Hukou Day Market. We're gonna walk around, but I want to show you some of this today. Everybody's busy down here, so I'm gonna go out in the street. I want to say hello and welcome to Taiwan. I'm MJ Klein for Taiwan Live TV, and we are broadcasting on Periscope. Hi, Ken. Broadcasting on Periscope, Africa TV, and YouTube. I want to welcome everyone. We are broadcasting in stereo. If you would care to wear your earbuds. Ooh, look at this. Hey, T, how are you? Nice to have you with us. This is a beautiful place. I really like this. I don't come down here too often. I come down here about once every, I don't know, 2 months maybe. It is, of course, the middle of lunchtime.
Hi.
你好。
你好，要吃面面吗？
不要现在，不要现在。
你照照拍要干嘛？
我不饿了，谢谢哈。哦，这个我知道。哦，不要谢谢，不要谢谢。您太客气，您太客气了。就是我不饿，现在不饿了。
你不会饿啊？
哎，对，我开直播给我外国朋友看到了你的东西，对，谢谢。They want to give me some food and stuff. I just told them I wasn't hungry, and it's very hard for them to get that. They can't believe that somebody's not hungry. I'm not. My wife and Phoenix are eating lunch. I don't feel hungry. I'm not going to eat lunch. So, but I told them I'm doing a live stream and showing the foreign friends everything. Thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. There you go. So, yeah. It's interesting how they're talking about me. They think that I don't understand. Luke, it has been a long time. How are you, sir? Wow. No, cut across me on the wrong side of the road. That's okay. Traffic laws are, you know, they're just a suggestion. It's a watch place that I go to. I broke the stem on one of my watches and he fixed it for 10 bucks. And this is Mr. Gan's tea shop. Long-time friend of mine here. And this is a cake and bread shop. Cakes and bread are a high art form here. Now this street, it's the main street in downtown Hukou, and I'm talking about what I was doing. You know, the live streaming. That's the train station down at the end. Hey, there's a police officer. I wonder what he's doing there. And so you can see this is a highly commercialized street, but this is what we call, believe it or not, Shin Heung Ko, which means new Hukou, but that only means new since the 1950s when the train station was built. But you can see there's no real sidewalks. It's difficult to walk. People are walking in the street because the sidewalks are taken up for commerce. Anyway, it's always a pleasure to see you, Paula. Thank you for joining. We're simultaneously broadcasting on Periscope, YouTube, and Africa TV, although we cannot capture the Africa TV platform's comments, but we're capturing comments from YouTube and from Periscope. Now, lots of closed stores here, and it's winter time. But because we're 25 degrees off the equator, it's usually very hot. People here are not used to cold at all. And so you see a lot of ski jackets and things that you might see in New Hampshire. Not yet. I'm not hungry this morning, Lardo, but I appreciate it. Some good Taiwanese sausage. Look at that. Yeah. Ni hao. Yeah, so it's a good place to get sausage, and it tastes great on the grill. Some fruit places across the street. It's always a favorite. The road, but here you go. Here's the main part of the market here. Now it is a morning market, and it's a Monday morning here, and it's not as crowded and busy as it normally is, especially on the weekends. Thursday and Friday are big days here. But here's the fruit and vegetables on that side. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to take more of a leisurely stroll than I usually do because I've got time today. This is religious incense and ghost money. We talked about ghost money before. This ghost money has gold leaf on it. So when it is burned, it goes to the gods. This ghost money has silver leaf, so it goes to the ancestors who are dead. That's the belief. Some of these places are permanent. They're shops that people own, and they, just pull the roll-down door up and put their stuff out. Other things are a little more portable, like in the center of the road here. Want some hair products? Yeah, look at this. Tons of hair products. I'm gonna get this out of the way. There you go. Got our first copy bot. Oh, you know what? I don't have my second device to block those. Somebody block those for me. This is what we call Fei Road. This is a and this is it looks like a deep fried, but it's like a bacon cut, you know. That's a sample over there. That's samples if you want to try them. This is more over here. This is a salad, and it's you see, it's got the green onions and so forth in it. It's really nice. And these are toothpicks here. You can just grab some and out of the sample plate and try them if you want to. Place selling all kinds of bags. Yeah, and looks like lanyards and laces and things like that. Belts. Wow. Lining material looks like for curtains maybe. I don't know. You can also in the day market get pants. And some places will actually hem them for you. Pardon me if I'm missing any comments. I'm kind of looking at what I'm shooting at more than anything else. And so these are dried squid. And these are dried fish too. And dried shrimp up here. Other dried little seafood like krill. Here's some mackerel. Dried mushrooms. These mushrooms are great. These mushrooms are really aromatic. They're fantastic. Some place in the center here. I'm trying to go a little slower than I usually do. Place in the center here has a portable stand. And yeah, lots of little kids' clothes here and some blankets. Here we go. I like these kind of places. We got knives down here. Knives and scissors. Look at these knives. Now, these are what we call Chinese cleavers. Well, 1,000 NT would be 30 bucks. So between 30 and between 15 and 30. All these different types. I really like these. But you can get a decent knife. You know, this is $3. These here, you know, so you can get a fairly decent knife, and you don't have to worry about it or feel too bad if you wreck it. So we're trying to turn around here and get out of the way. Dried fish. How's everything in Japan today, Dave? Too bad we can't see the lunar eclipse. It's going to happen here around 6 minutes after 13 hours. It's strawberry season in Taiwan. Look at these. Look at that. Wow. Cherries too. I bet it is cold. It's chilly here. I got my super dry jacket on from Japan. This is me today with my super dry jacket on and my bush hat. And I got candy and stuff over here too. It's interesting. But I thought to give those ladies a little idea what I'm doing. Push this button again. If you got clear weather, you're going to have a nice show tonight. It's going to be a total eclipse. It's great. Right. Now, $3. You. Slack skin chicken. And it tastes like regular chicken. Not any difference that I can tell. I think it's just, you know, skin color. And chicken parts over there. Some looks like it's either a duck or a goose. See, you've got the head on it. Yep. There's the head. There's another duck head and neck. Chicken heads up there. Use them in soup. That's like a bitter vegetable. Let me do this though. I haven't been in this side for a while. I usually go inside and show you the inner market. There's a place like this in Khon Kaen, Thailand. Alright, I hope I'm not going to lose anybody. I'm going to take my Wi-Fi box out of my bag. I'm going to hold it excuse me, in my hand to be as unobstructed as possible. It's a place in Khon Kaen, Thailand that I call the hidden market, that if you don't know where it is, you can't find it because you have to go through corridors to the back between two streets. Let's see what we got here. This is the inner market. They're closing up for the day. Place is hopping, you know, at 6 o'clock in the morning. You see all these stalls in here. How's the signal? We still doing okay? And not much going on. But let me walk down here. This is towards the end. This is closer to where I usually come in here. Those of you who follow me and have seen my broadcasts before of this place. Hey, Dean. All right, staying out of the cold. You don't want to see that eclipse, right? See, that's the market again that we just came from. These little places here are all like sewing and tailor shops. Let's go over here. I like it in here. It's kind of, you know, very peaceful, very cultural. All these places are closed up. If I was here at 9 o'clock or earlier, it says beef and goat or lamb down there is what it says. And I don't think anybody's open. It's another part. Over here, there are some vegetable vendors. Yeah, I'm sure you did. There are some vegetable vendors. I've had some pretty interesting experiences in here with interactions with some of the, you know, the vendors who want to know what I'm doing. Some guys selling vegetables over there. He's still open. That's the other side street over there. So, how's the signal? I got the Wi-Fi box out of my hand. We're, of course, sponsored today by ivideo.com.tw. I'm using their unlimited Wi-Fi box. And it makes things very convenient because if I'm going into a building, I can place the Wi-Fi box at the entrance and it propagates a Wi-Fi signal inside the building, but it can also communicate with the mobile site. Now out here is a little temple. You guys have seen this before. I'm sorry if it's boring. You guys have seen this before. We can take another route today. Good. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks, T. Thank you, Paula. This is typical of some of the little places that they have in here. You know, it's got an old corrugated, excuse me, fiberglass roof. And, whoa. And these are all little shops. Might be sewing shops, might be whatever. And, boy, I want to block you so bad. And more little shops over here, dress shops and things. And it's Monday. People are starting to gear up for Chinese New Year. You're going to see more and more Chinese New Year things. Now this is a temple. Here's a lady out here doing bye-bye, and I'm going to ask her if I can photograph her and show you guys what she's doing. So, 你好，请问你可以拍照呢？可以啊。哦，好好 ，OK。我开直播，我给我的外国朋友就看到，可以吗？可以吗 ？OK， 没问题哦。OK， 谢谢。She said, fine, I can photograph her. What she's doing is she's burning what we call ghost money. Yeah, they did come back. Well, the copy bots came back. You know, Paula, the view bots, like 2 broadcasts ago, I got 12,000 views. It's impossible, you know. I don't even get 1,200. But the deal with the copy bots is they're still here. She's burning ghost money, and the ghost money that she's burning is gold. So that goes to the god, and if it has silver leaf on it, then it goes to the ancestors. See, the idea is that these pay for. Oh, that is so ironic that the copy bot just copied the message about a bot. Oh my goodness, I should do a screen cap of that. These pay off debts in the underworld, and so like if you have, for example, an ancestor that has died, you might want to make sure that they have enough cash they can spend in heaven. We're not used to this concept in the Western world, but this is quite common in some Eastern cultures, and it is an actual burner, and she's burning the money. The idea is that the burning process transmutes it into the underworld. Now, this particular burner does not have a scrubber on it. All the new burners that are made have to have a scrubber. But notice this is pretty old. Those are broken, but they're supposed to be the phoenix bird. Phoenix, and I don't see any dragons. But anyway, so just a small burner, and this is part of a religious ceremony. This may have to do with the upcoming Chinese New Year. I'm not really sure, but anyway, over here is the temple that's attached with a burner. That's the burner that's attached with this temple, and this is an old temple. I want to explain something to you. If you ever visit temples, please don't set anything on these tables. These tables are sacrificial tables, and whatever you place on it belongs to the temple. There have been recorded cases of foreigners coming to visit and setting down their very expensive mobile phone on the table for a second, and the temple master comes by and says, "Oh, thank you for your donation," and that's the end of it. So this is a small temple, and you can look overhead and see the how old it is with the lacquered wood. It's all, the laminations coming off and stuff. So, 我看直播，不好意思，谢谢。Yeah, the guy was saying I was photographing, but I'm always telling them that I'm actually doing a live stream. So this is the inside of the temple here, and there you go. Obviously, more sacrifices here. A lot of things are the rule of threes. I can show you this real quick. I'll step over the threshold. You see the 3 cups? 3 cups and stacks of 3. This is so old, and it's so black from incense. See that? That wood is the same kind of wood, the same kind of color as it is on the outside. It's just been blackened from years of incense. Okay, so we're gonna go back out, and this is the main burner in the front. It's a huge bronze casting. Look at this thing. This thing is a monster. Name of the temple on the top, and it's read from right to left. So there is dragons on the side. There it is. I see. So this is for the daytime. I see. Okay. Oh, that's I didn't know that. Oh, so this is for the daytime outdoor sacrifices that they call bye. So 很有意思的，谢谢。So it's very interesting. Yeah, this is nice. You know, Taiwanese people very cool, very friendly, and they obviously realize what I'm doing. I mean, they're big Facebook and Facebook Live users, and so sometimes they'll just do what they just did. They'll come along and they'll just give me a tidbit of information. So that particular incense burner directs the what am I trying to say? The worship towards the outside to the daylight, but the inside one directs it towards the inside, towards the deities that are on the wall, or inside the temple. Makes perfect sense. Now, this is the outside of the street. I've never shown you guys this before. This is another street. And directly across the street, which makes sense from the temple, is a religious artifacts store. They sell those burners. See, these guys here look like barbecues. Those are burners for incense, and if you look inside, they've got deities and, you know, statues. Well, let me go up here because this is the far end of the market. And yeah. By the way, my family's going to a place called Shin Heung Ko, which means the small people's country, but it's also known as the window on China. You can look it up on Google Maps. It's known for having fantastic miniatures of different places around Asia, and now they've added Europe. So we're going to go tomorrow. I've already informed my family that I'm going to spend an hour and do a live stream, but you won't believe the scale models. Some of them are incredibly huge. They have a model of the airport with big jumbo jets taxiing on the runway. They got big ships, and some of these ships are like, you know, 7 meters long. They're huge, and they have a mini harbor with container ships and gantries and so forth. So it's pretty cool. Now this is a place on the other side, this whole complex, and this is where the sewing shops are. Now I have a lady that I use for all my sewing needs, and she's really good. She used to be over here, but she's not here anymore. But these are sewing shops, and yeah, need her dress fixed, or she's selling knives in there too. So little tiny shops. Taking a nap. Sewing shops. More over here. I don't know how these things come about where they become collections of the same kind of places. I don't know, like, why all the sewing shops decided to congregate over here, but they have. And so, while this may seem scary, it's not. Yeah, there is. And fortunately, this is a gold shop. Fortunately, the rents here are very inexpensive. The rents here in these places are probably about $100 a month, if that. And so they don't have to make a tremendous amount of money to cover their expenses and then realize a profit. And it goes off over here, you know, to this side too. So let's go over here. This is the other end of the market that we started out on when we took the detour inside. Big fruit market across the street. Now people are starting to tear down, but let's walk from this end back towards where we were. Nice fruit market. Look at this. Wow. Oh yeah. You can get hot steamed corn. Wow. Oh, look at those leafy vegetables. I love Taiwan leafy vegetables, especially I gotta think. Sweet potato leaves. Yeah, thank you. I never say sweet potato leaves. I always say it in Chinese. Look at these peppers. Look at this. Wow. Oh, that's white. Thank you. That's white ginger. See, this is the yellow ginger. Okay. And that's white ginger. And the white ginger is placed right next to the basil for a good reason. That's Southeast Asian cuisine. If you get Thai food, it's got that white ginger. It's fantastic. This guy over here's got bags. Now, men in Taiwan, look at this. Just like me, men in Taiwan carry bags, man bags, all the time. There's a lot of man bags, and they're not that expensive, but they're usually very high quality. Wallets for $3, belts. A variety of types of bags, you know, whatever you want. Some are leather, some are plastic. Go inside. They have the mono sling, which I've been using for a long time. This is cute. Shaped like a steer head, but it's a bag. I wouldn't wear it, but I think it's just a display. And, yeah, this is an 88 store. So everything in the store is 88 NT. It's less than $3. About $2.50. More bags. A lot of times people will just sit down right in the middle of the road here and just, you know, sell stuff. It's cool. But everybody's packing up because it is a morning market. Now, the cool thing is my daughter has 3 weeks off. And I'm going to be spending much of the time in my studio recording. But a couple of days I have allocated where I'm going to go show you an afternoon market actually not far from my neighborhood. I could walk there and you'll really like that. I have only scoped that I think 2 times. Quite a while ago. I used to do it on broadcast actually. But it is a very, very nice afternoon market. And a lot of people know me there. So these are, they look like pig ears. Yeah, pig ears are cool, you know. And so then here's deep fried fish. Yeah, it's cool. Looks good. And the pig ear is usually cooked, so it's smoked and it has a smoked flavor. Guy came out and kind of said, "What do you want?" So I ignored him. Peanuts, I love peanuts. Look at these tiger lilies. Wow. Now, that's the other end of that place that said beef and goat. That's the other end, down where the bathroom is. You might need to know that if you come visit. And if you do visit Taiwan, be sure and let us know. You can arrange to be on one of the broadcasts, like so many friends have. So many of your favorite broadcasters have been here. We're still waiting for Dave in Osaka. We're still waiting for Dave to come to Taiwan, which he's going to. He'll get around to it. So that's the far end. We're coming up back to where we were here, and it really is a bustling center of activities, cultural center as well as a food center. I mean, you saw the yeah, that'd be good. That'd be great. It's a cultural center as well as you know, the social center and food center and everything else, and also a religious center. You saw the people worshiping at the temple back there, and everybody really, I mean, is incredibly friendly and very nice, and they're very patient, you know, with my terrible Chinese, which I really appreciate. This is the main street again, and the Hukou main station at the end of the street. You can easily find that on Google Maps if you want to know where this place is. It's an old town. Where I live in Hukou. I live on the other end, opposite the highway, and that place is called Lao Hukou, or Old Hukou. So if this place here is New Hukou, you can imagine how old the place is where I live. Of course, my house is not that old. But where I live 12 years ago was farmland. So that whole development where I live has just sprung up in the last decade and a few years. Big banks here though, Standard Chartered, you know, and there's a lot of commerce, a lot of money, a lot of rich people here. It's looking good. Police officer. I'm not sure what he's doing out here because usually they don't do anything, like they don't give any parking tickets. You know.
Hi.
They don't give any parking tickets or anything, so normally you have to call them normally to get them to give parking tickets if people are blocking you in or something. This is about where we started, and I haven't been down that way in quite a while. But what this means is, come to the end of the show. I want to thank everyone for joining. I'm MJ. Please follow if you're so inclined. We'd like to see you again. We'd like to have you participate. It's always a pleasure when we have people in our broadcast. And welcome to comment on YouTube or on Periscope. This is Hukou. I actually put the Chinese name of it in the title. So if you want to, if you want to copy that, and you can look it up on Google Maps. Thanks, Dave. It's my pleasure. I just had a little time today, and it's a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing some more broadcasts this week and next week too. So you guys take care, and we'll see if we can leave you a little beauty shot behind here. Of course, it would be a better beauty shot if I wasn't in it, but so thanks for joining us. And we are broadcasting on stereo, so feel free to listen to the playback with your headphones. Take care, and we'll see if the button actually ends the broadcast. Thanks so much. We'll say it's Zaijian. Thanks, T. We'll see you. Zaijian from Taiwan. Bye-bye. See you next